Hi guys, and this is Alex. And with the um, hype around Shadow of the Erd Tree and me being very excited for the release of said game, you know, right? Everyone is awaiting this. It's basically a completely another game. It looks super good, right? So because of the hype surrounding this, and just because of you know, how much everyone wants to play this game and how everyone really is seeing these these content creators playing these games these in these 3 hour periods, and it's just the hype is just building up. And because of how good Elden Ring was, and how just you know how Elden Ring was a universal game. Everyone was playing Elden Ring. It was game of the year, right? Stuff like that. I think people are very excited for another Elden Ring, and I feel like that's what Shadow of the Erd Tree is. It's like Elden Ring Part 2. And, all the lore surrounding Elden Ring and all the lore that may be answered in Shadow of the Erd Tree, I think that just gives a great opportunity and stuff like that. So, you know, the entrance to this is at the Mikla place. And, I actually, in my previous video, I speculated about it. But the entrance is at the cocoon of Mikla. Like how he was taken from the Halig tree. There's like a spot in the Halig tree where he was taken from by Moog. And, that is where you have to enter. So you have to defeat Radon and Moog to enter the New Game Plus, or not the New Game Plus, the DLC. So because of the hype surrounding this, I am thinking of pre-ordering it. But I really need kind of more. I really need to play like a game kind of like Elden Ring, or just play Elden Ring. But the problem is when I made my character for New Game Plus, right? And so I realized after I went to New Game Plus 1 for this character, um, that the DLC is probably also going to be a New Game Plus. Just because I've been making this character for a while. I have maybe 200 hours on it or something like that. Pretty light. I kind of just took down the first bosses, leveled myself up. I'm level 180 right now, so way above the max, or the I wouldn't say required, but the preferred that From Software was talking about. My cats are going crazy. But yeah, so I kind of feel that need, and the problem is I feel like the DLC is going to be a New Game Plus, because that's what they've done with Souls games. Is if the DLC is probably going to be in whatever New Game Plus your thing is. So that's why I made a new character, just so I had that speculation. But because I had already done everything with my new character, right, I'm running that death fire build, like the black flame build, which I really like. It's really good. But I'm at the Ashen Capital, right, and I'm on New Game Plus 1 for this character, and so I kind of have a problem, right, because I've played the game 8 times over, and I'm looking for that new content, but I don't know where to find it. And there's some games like Enetria, right? It's like a game in beta right now. I'm probably gonna play that, and Super Market Simulator. I've been playing a lot of that, and just stuff like that. But and I was looking at Armored Core 6, right? Because it looks super good. And I played the first Armored Core back when I went to Minnesota. Someone brought their thing to one of the camps I went to, and it was very, very fun. It was a very cool experience. It was very hard. I don't think I made it past the first 3 levels or something like that, and that kind of has set an expectation in my head for the Armored Core kind of thing, and but it's just too expensive, right? And I feel like, oh, if I'm gonna buy this game for $40, let's see how many days. So when does it release? Let me look that up real quick. So it releases on the Yep. So I put when and D, and it's already Windows, so it's on the 21st. So for Xbox, it says on the 20th. Let me check that, because last night I was looking, I was just, the hype was building up, right? And I, want to see when it was coming out, because I was just, like, really wanting to see that. And I might pre-order this game just because, I got Elden Ring 2 days after it came out because I just saw how, everyone was loving the game so much, and everyone was just such, like, in love with the game. So, yeah. And so, I'm going to look that up. But while I'm looking that up, let's talk about, like, how Elden Ring is my favorite game of all time. So, Elden Ring is one of those games I just keep on coming back to. Like, I came back. I've been on New Game Plus 7, so I've played the game 7 times, or not 7 times, more like, wait, yeah, and I'm on New Game Plus 1 on another one, so that's like 9 times. I kind of played in intervals, so I'll play for like 2 weeks really hard, and then I'll stop for like maybe a week or 3 weeks, and I'll come back really hard, and it'll be such a fun experience, because for me, it kind of holds that place, like RDR2 does, where I never forget the controls, like Elden Ring, I never forget the controls for my thing, and I'm not the most experienced player. I don't even really know how to stack my buffs very well. Most of my builds are, builds from someone else's channel that I just wanted to try out. Like my Black Flame build is built based on someone else's thing, but it's just without the Death's Poker. It's with the this like big spiral sword or whatever, and I went from Ash of War spamming with the Rivers of Blood katana to Ash of War spamming with this big strength build, right? And that's like my thing. But Rivers of Blood, I played my first entire playthrough with the Rivers of Blood, and I just kind of I kind of cheesed the game. So on my second playthrough, I made sure to use a strength build and kind of that dark, Black Flame build, just to kind of actually play the game. And I made sure to explore everything, because on my first run, I had seen all the cool boss fights, so I just rushed through and killed every boss that I could, and and I did every quest line that I could. But when I played it for the second time through, I took my time, I did more stuff. And I'm, New Game Plus, it's so funny, but I just found the Carrion Knight's armor in New Game Plus. Like, that's how, like, that's just how extensive Elden Ring is, and just how cool, and how you can just replay it again and again and again and never get tired of it. Which is why it's probably in my top. Because a lot of games I really like Bannerlords 2, I played Bannerlords 2 for a while. I have a lot of hours on it. It just, I played it a lot, and then it just kind of fell off for me. Like, I wasn't getting the replayability that I wanted, and it was just kind of, redundant to a point. And that's just my experience. But Elden Ring, I can keep on coming back, and it's inspired me to play other Souls games. So it's required me to play like Dark Souls 3 and stuff like that. And my builds through my entire Elden Ring thing is I started off with a magic build because it was so overpowered, and then I went to a Rivers of Blood build because it was so overpowered. And then, because I'd gotten those builds off the internet, right? So then I wanted to experience with my new thing. So instead of actually doing a new thing, I did do a new thing. I made like a Flame Giants build, which was absolutely horrible. Or like a whip build. It was like a whip build from if you know, in the mountaintops of the Giants for the Volcano Manor quest line, you fighting the dude up there. That's the types of whips I was using, and then I was also interchanging that with the fire giant whips, and it wasn't that good, but it was just a cool build. Like, it was my own thing, and then I did Dark Flame build, and that's worked out pretty well. And now I'm in a process of making a Bolt of Grand Sax build for my one account, and then for New Game Plus I wanna, or for my New Game Plus 7 account, I'm gonna do the Bolt of Grand Sax build, and then for my other account I really want to do a kind of, what's it called, a what's it called, who, the Briar guy that you find in that green area, the green swampy area, that is the guy, sword, that's the type of build. And it's just very, because I already have all of his stuff. I have like 2 sets of his armor just because his helmet is so good looking. I really like how his helmet looks. But yeah, so I'm just going back to Elden Ring, and I'm playing a lot of it, but I've made the mistake of going into New Game Plus 1 so that I won't be able to play Shadow, because I don't want to put another 100 hours, 150 hours into the game just to play Shadow of the Erdtree. I mean, I've already did that, but I just messed up, so I'm just going to be playing it in New Game Plus 1. And I'm really excited for the dual sword build, like the backhand sword build, because I'm not really a big fan of dual wielding weapons. I really like one main and then like one what are the or having one what's it called, one big main weapon and one of like the things that you use to cast incantations. And with the Black Flame build, I have the God Slayer's incantation caster or whatever it's called, and I have the God Slayer's Greatsword, I think it's called, something like that. But yeah, so I'm just very excited. I'm probably gonna play some of that Atria just because I saw it from Vadavidia's video, and something that's gotten me so hyped for this is the lore. So if you want to get hyped to play Elden Ring, if you wanna, really wanna, play the game to its like full potential and full like story mode and all that stuff, you should probably watch a lot of lore videos, or you should just play the game and try to pick up on that lore. Look at the description of items, right? Look at the descriptions of swords and different things, and do as many quest lines as you can just to understand, and don't speed through them. Just like take them bit by bit, because my first playthrough I sped through all of them, right? Because I wanted, there's a cool weapon in this one. Oh, there's a really cool dragon boss in this one. I just kind of sped through it. You get like the Flame of Frenzy one. Even though I took the Ronnie's ending, which is the best ending in the game besides the Flame of Frenzy ending, just for anyone who wants to complete the game with a good ending. And right now I'm working on the Dung Eater, because I think that one is really funny, and I think it's very, the Dung Eater, I like him because it's just like, it's bringing complete equality back that Melania destroyed. Because, not Melania, what's her name? Who's the main person? Who's like the main person? Whoever the main person is, the main person that you fight that disguises as Radagon in the end, Marika. So that Marika destroyed with her golden order by casting down other things and bringing up certain things. Like, it makes it truly equal again, and I think that's really cool, even though it's like the most horrid and decrepit ending of them all. Anyway, that was me yapping for about 13 minutes about Elden Ring and and the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC and stuff like that. And I think my next video, it'll say what you guys want, or vote 1, 2, or 3. I'm probably not gonna see any of that because none of y'all watch this far, but like, share, subscribe, comment, and just, okay, first video idea, rating all of the areas, all of the different areas in Elden Ring, including the underground areas, like the what's it called? It's called the it's called like the Erdtree, whatever. It's like one of the places where you fight the Crucible Knights and you get the Rune of Death thing. And that area, I must just say another thing, that area is really kind of coincides with the with kind of the it kind of gives me Shadow of the Erdtree vibes, even though I haven't played Shadow of the Erdtree. That's kind of like the closest thing in game to Shadow of the Erdtree, I think. And that's just really cool. And then another thing is, second one is probably Etria, whatever it's called, playing that game, and talking about that game and rating that game and stuff like that. And then the third option is probably just me like making like kind of a lore video or a speculation video, kind of reacting to the gameplay trailer. Because I actually haven't watched the gameplay trailer. I just recorded it and put it on my YouTube video. After I did all the voice, and I just kind of copied and pasted it multiple times and just put it throughout the video, and that seems pretty good. So I actually haven't watched it. I kind of want to watch it later for content, of course, and I kind of want to watch it for just before, even if I don't get any content out, I'll watch it before the DLC drops, like the day before the DLC drops, because the DLC is only like, how many days is that? Oh crap. How many days is that? That's let's see. Let's check. I was supposed to check this early, but I didn't. So let's I'm on my Xbox controller, so this might take a while. Anyway, like, subscribe, do all that stuff. Right. Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree. Pre-order $39.99. When does it come out? It for this, it says release date is 06/20/2024. So we have 6 days left. So just under a week until this game comes out. And that's just amazing. I mean, you look at these like the art for it. Wait. Yeah, you just look at some of these art, the field of, graves, that looks amazing. You have kind of this, Banished Knight-esque dude, like kind of on the ground, or not Banished Knight, like not Banished Knight, one of the Bloodhounds, and he's kind of have this, what's it called? Who's the dudes? What's his name? Like the dudes that have the like special powers that have horns and stuff like that. The Crucible Knights. He has kind of like a Crucible Knight thing coming out of his back. And then you have like kind of just a new enemy, right? And then you go to some of the like gameplay trailers and you see this, character on top of a burning thing, burning down a lot of things. And then you have new character on a horse riding into the land of shadow, embarking on the following of Mikola to, kind of find what he was doing, see what he was doing. And then you have another guy, you have someone touching the Mikola's hand, touching his cocoon, because in death he was able to go to the land of shadow. Not in life he was able to. That is why he's dead in his cocoon. He used his blood to grow the Haley tree, and then he was stolen from it, and in death he entered the land of shadow. And I feel like the land of shadow, I'm just doing the lore video right now. Like, subscribe, I'll do the lore video